Hello, welcome to our channel, Top 10s You Should Know. Let me ask you something. When you think of the most respected people in history, in your community, or even in your own life, and today we're diving deep into the top 15 daily rituals of the most respected people, the little things they do that make a big difference over time. And trust me, by the time we reach number one, you'll start looking at your own daily life very differently. So grab a pen because some of these might just change how people see you forever. 1. They begin the day with a grounding moment of stillness. Most people wake up and immediately grab their phone, flooding their brain with emails, messages, and other people's priorities. But respected people, they guard their mornings like sacred ground. Before letting the world in, they spend a few moments in stillness, maybe with a quiet cup of tea, a short meditation, deep breathing, or simply sitting by the window watching the sunrise. This isn't about wasting time, it's about claiming it. It's a daily reminder that they control their day, not the other way around. In these moments, they center themselves, set intentions, and align with their values before stepping into the noise. 2. They practice daily micro acts of respect for others. Here's something powerful. Respect is like a boomerang. The more you give it away, the more it comes back to you. The most respected people don't just wait for grand opportunities to show respect, they weave it into the smallest moments of the day. It could be addressing someone by their name, genuinely thanking the barista who hands them their coffee, or holding the door just a few extra seconds for the person behind them. These micro acts may seem small, almost invisible, but they create a ripple effect. Because here's the truth. Respect isn't a title you claim, it's a pattern you prove. 3. They keep a personal code of non-negotiables. Respected people operate from an inner compass, and that compass is built on non-negotiables. These are personal principles they refuse to compromise on, no matter how tempting or convenient it might be to bend them. It could be telling the truth, even when it costs them, never bad-mouthing someone behind their back, or delivering on every promise they make, even the small ones. Here's why this matters daily. When you have clear non-negotiables, your decisions become easier. You don't waste energy wondering what's right in each moment because your values already decided for you. 4. They maintain a curiosity-first approach to conversations. We all know someone who dominates conversations, constantly steering the topic back to themselves. Respected people do the opposite. Every single day, they approach conversations with genuine curiosity, asking thoughtful questions, listening without rushing to respond, and making the other person feel truly seen. This isn't about manipulation, it's about connection. When you give someone your full attention without glancing at your phone or mentally preparing your rebuttal, you create a rare and valuable space. Number 5, they follow through on small promises immediately. The big promises in life get all the attention, landing the big deal, completing a massive project. But respected people know it's the small ones that make or break trust. When they say, "I'll send you that link," they send it before the day ends. If they say, "I'll call you tomorrow," they don't let tomorrow slip into next week. This habit might seem minor, but it sends a powerful signal. My word matters, even for things most people would forget. Over time, these tiny follow-throughs build an unshakable reputation. People stop wondering if you'll deliver, they just know you will. 6. They invest 15 minutes in learning something new daily. Respected people don't just stay relevant, they stay ahead. And they do it not with occasional bursts of study, but through consistent, bite-sized learning every single day. It could be reading a chapter of a book, listening to a short podcast, practicing a language, or exploring a concept they don't fully understand yet. 15 minutes may not sound like much, but over a year, that's over 90 hours of targeted self-growth. This steady drip of new knowledge keeps their perspectives fresh, their ideas innovative, and their conversations interesting. More importantly, it shows humility, the willingness to admit you don't know everything. And people respect that balance of competence and curiosity. So, 7, they make eye contact that communicates respect, not dominance. Eye contact is powerful, but the way you use it determines whether it inspires trust or discomfort. Respected people understand this balance. They don't stare aggressively, but they don't avoid looking at you either. Instead, they hold a warm, steady gaze that says, "I'm here with you, I'm listening, and I value what you're saying. This kind of eye contact builds instant rapport because it sends the unspoken message that the other person matters. And here's the twist: they maintain it even in moments where most people would look away, like when admitting a mistake or delivering uncomfortable feedback. 8. They speak less, but mean every word. In a world where everyone's rushing to be heard, respected, people stand out by not over talking. They choose their words with care, pausing when necessary, and never speaking just to fill silence. This doesn't make them less expressive, it makes them more intentional. When they do speak, people lean in because they know it's worth hearing. This habit also reduces the chance of saying something careless or impulsive that could damage trust. And perhaps most importantly, it gives more space for others to contribute, which strengthens relationships. 9. They keep their digital spaces as respectful as their physical ones. Respected people know that how you carry yourself online is just as important as in person. Every single day, they curate their digital spaces with the same care they'd give to a guest in their home. That means responding to messages in a timely manner, avoiding snarky or passive aggressive comments, and not using social media as a dumping ground for negativity. They also keep their digital tools organized because a cluttered inbox or chaotic schedule reflects directly on how others perceive your reliability. Most importantly, they understand that tone doesn't translate well online, so they read messages twice before sending, ensuring they communicate respect, not misunderstanding. 10. They take daily moments to express gratitude publicly. Gratitude isn't just a private feeling for respected people. It's something they express openly and often. They thank the colleague who went the extra mile, acknowledge the friend who checked in, or post a sincere appreciation for their team's hard work. This isn't about fishing for attention. It's about modeling acknowledgement. Because when you shine a light on others' contributions, you create an atmosphere where people feel valued. And here's the magic: that energy circles back. People start to see you as generous, approachable, and grounded. 11. They protect their energy with daily boundaries. Respected people understand that saying yes to everything is a fast track to burnout and, ironically, to losing respect. That's why every single day they enforce healthy boundaries. They might decline a meeting that isn't necessary, mute notifications during focused work, or limit small talk when they need to recharge. This isn't selfishness, it's self-respect, and it teaches others how to treat them. Because here's the truth: if you don't value your own time and energy, why would anyone else? By protecting their limits, respected people show that they are intentional about where they invest themselves, and that when they do say yes, it's because they mean it. 12. They notice and acknowledge invisible efforts. It's easy to praise the person who wins the award or closes the big deal, but respected people notice the quiet contributions that often go unseen. Every day, they make it a point to thank the cleaner who stays late, the junior staffer who catches mistakes, or the teammate who keeps morale up. This habit is subtle but powerful because it tells people, "I see you," even when no one else does. It builds loyalty, fosters trust, and shows that their respect isn't reserved for moments in the spotlight. And over time, those they acknowledge become their fiercest supporters. 13. They practice consistent self-discipline in small choices. Discipline is often thought of in terms of big life goals, training for a marathon, building a business. But respected people know it's the daily self-control that matters most. Choosing a healthy breakfast instead of skipping it, tidying their workspace before leaving, showing up on time, every time. These may seem trivial, but together they form the backbone of a reliable character. People notice patterns, and when they see that you consistently make responsible choices, even when no one's watching, their respect deepens. 14. They create space for reflection before ending the day. Most people crash into bed, exhausted, without taking a moment to process the day. Respected people end their day differently. They pause, even briefly, to reflect. What went well? Where could I have handled things better? Who did I impact today, and how? This isn't about overthinking. It's about consciously learning from each day so they grow a little more with each sunset. Sometimes they jot down a few lines in a journal. Other times they simply think through moments while sipping tea. 15. They treat every interaction as a chance to leave people better than they found them. If there's one habit that ties all the others together, it's this. Respected people enter every interaction with the aim of leaving the other person better off. That might mean offering a word of encouragement, sharing useful advice, or simply giving someone a moment of genuine human connection in a rushed world. They understand that respect isn't built in grand speeches. It's built in these everyday exchanges. Over time, this approach turns them into someone people want to be around, not just out of obligation, but because they make others feel seen, valued, and uplifted. And there you have it, 15 daily rituals that the most respected people live by. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these rituals do you already practice? And which one will you start today? Share your thoughts in the comments below, because your perspective might just inspire someone else.